13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're underway.
Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to the EML cast. Today we're going to be casting Deceit versus 200. I do apologize for the anomalies from last match. Hopefully we'll avoid those this time. So today joining me in the booth, I do have Dano McFabulous on my cams. I'm not sure if you can hear Dano, but you know, just in case, Dano, say hi. Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. And then here in the booth, I also do have one of my casters in training. Welcome, Rev.
Hello, hello.
Oh, Guinea said Rev Sticks.
Guinea.
Guinea said Rev Sticks. Honestly, I agree. I do think that he's kind of stink. I don't want to be in the booth with this guy.
Well, you're here with me now.
You know what? Actually, I think you could just cast this entire match yourself. Go ahead.
All right.
I believe that we've seen this match happen a couple of times, but I'm, you know, glad to see. Alright, so we do have this neutral joust coming off. We have 200 on blue team and Deceit on orange team. Yes, thank you, Dano. 2 times they've played before. Will be their 3rd match together. Alright, we do have teams coming out of the tunnel. Blue is theirs. Bappo sending that directly over to Kroger's. Kroger's sending that down over to Mikey. Mikey over to Jax, trying to get a shot, but that is a beautiful save over from Cole. Now, Bappo with the disc, dancing around on that pole. He will send it in for a 2.
And that's absolutely typical from this 200 offense. Just setting their pace, setting their tone, and absolutely sticking it to the defense. You don't see that from anyone else, I feel like, other than maybe Deceit. Let's see what they can do here. It's going to be Deceit now with the Joust Advantage Spirit dancing on the ceiling here. He's going to be pressured by Mikey, passing it all the way down to Fields. Fields now into the tunnel, passing it down to Cole. Cole stunning Mikey, but gonna go loose here. It's going to be Ryan picking that back up, passing it all the way down to Spirit. Spirit going to Fields, it looks like, but it's going to be picked up by Kroger's off the wide pass. It's going to go from Kroger's to Jax. Jax clearing it down. It's going to go to Mikey's hands. Mikey's throw bouncing off of Popcorn. Bappo now with the recollection. It's going to be Bappo now throwing it down to Kroger's. Kroger's back to Jax. Taking his time here. Passing it right back into the hands of Kroger's. Going over the defender. Mikey now with the disc. Juking around the nest. Going for the shot. Deflected off. Kroger's now going to be picking it back up. Deflected off of Nest now. It's going to be Spirit with the pickup and Spirit with the clear. Out, not quite. It's going in the Popcorn area. Kroger's now with the pickup, dancing around Popcorn, trying to kill this defender. Now passing it down to Jax. Jax over to Bappo. Bappo now on the ceiling, taking his time, surveying the land, backing up, not liking what he's seeing a little bit. Gonna drive now into the bubble, dance along. Still waiting. Jax now with the pass, and it's gonna be Jax scoring the 2, making it 4-0. Really surgical play coming out here from 200.
Yeah. We've seen them play a bunch of times. We know how electrical they can be in the arena together. Honestly, great teamwork coming out of both teams. It's just about who's there faster and who capitalizes on more mistakes. So we do have Deceit coming out of there. Spirit dancing around on the ceiling with the disc, getting pressured by Mikey, sending that down over to Ryan. Ryan grabbing that disc but getting stunned out. Jax grabbing that disc, slapping that away, and Cole's going to be there to grab that, sending that cross tunnel. And it is loose. Kroger's now with the disc, sending that cross low over to Jax. And Jax resetting that back over to Kroger's. Kroger's sending that same high over to Mikey. Mikey, he sees his cross, but he is going to try to to Solo, getting stunned out by Spirit. Kroger's getting Spirit, but he does look like he disconnected for a little bit, so Jax is going to pick that back up. Send that cross high over to Bappo. Bappo trying to send that in for a 2, but it is barely off. Now, Kroger's here with the disc, getting pressured by Cole and Fields, sending it over to Mikey. Mikey sending that over to Bappo, getting stunned out. It is orange teams, but they do get stunned out. Fields with the disc now, sending that all the way over to Team 200 side. Stack race, and it looks like Bappo's there to grab that. Bappo sending that crossover to Mikey. Mikey sending that all the way through over to Jax. Jax now with the disc, trying to send that in for a 3, but it barely misses. Kroger's getting that disc right back for them, sending that up high over to Bappo. Bappo getting some pressure coming in, and he is stunned. Spirit now with the disc, sending that cross tunnel, and it is out. Looks like it's going to be a stack race. It is in Blue's bubble, but Kroger's is there to grab that, getting pressured by Ryan. Kroger's sending it over to Jax. Jax getting pressured by Spirit, sending that cross high over to Mikey. Mikey sending that all the way through. Bappo is there to grab it, trying to make a mail slot, but that does bounce off of Nest. Cole now with the disc, but he gets stunned out. Jax grabbing that disc, sending it in for a 3. It looks like it's about 0 to 7 in favor of 200. I did remember who I was casting.
This is some very stellar defense coming out from Deceit, making multiple stops and just not quite being able to convert. Let's see if they can do something on this Joust Advantage. Spirit picking it up, dancing on the ceiling, passing it over to Ryan. Ryan taking his time, passing it over to Cole, but it's going to bounce wide. It's going to be Bappo picking it back up. It's going to be Bappo passing it low to Jax. Jax now picking it up, going to pass it over to Kroger's in the bubble. Kroger's pass is caught by Ryan. Ryan clearing it out. It's now in the trap. It's going to be Ryan picking it up again off of the steal from Bappo, but it is going to be Kroger's picking it back up and passing it over to Jax. Jax now over, passing it to Mikey. Mikey taking his time on Popcorn, waiting for his teammates to get there. Jax over to Kroger's. Kroger's finding open space. Jax now passing it back over to Mikey. Mikey with the drive, and Mikey with a shot. Bottom pocket, 9-0.
All right, again, just seeing really good teamwork coming out from both teams. Somebody said Jax is in the bushes. Oh. I don't know what that means, but guess he's lurking. Alright, to see coming out of the tunnel, Spirit now with the disc, sending that over to Cole. Cole just waiting for some pressure, walking that up to the half court, sending it all the way down through, but Jax is there to grab that. Jax sending that up high over to Kroger's. Kroger's sending that all the way out, and it looks like it's going to be a stack race. Bappo now with the disc, getting pressured by Cole. Looks like he goes back to the gold, though. Trying to send that in, but it is long. Ryan picking that disc up, sending that same over to Fields. Fields sending that all the way through, and it looks like it's going to be another stack race. And Blue is there first. Bappo sending that over to Kroger's. Kroger's dancing around on the nest, trying to get pressured from Spirit, but Spirit gets stunned out. Sending that all the way down to Jax. Jax trying to send that in for a 3, but it is long again. Mikey grabbing that disc and sending that in for a 3. 0-2.
My goodness. The 200 over here absolutely taking control of this game, not letting Deceit score a single point in the 7 minutes of match that we've had. Let's see if they can do something about that on this Joust Advantage. Spirit now dancing around. It's going to be passed to Cole. Cole quickly pressured, is able to get it off, but it's going to be 200 picking it up. It's going to be Kroger's now with the disc. Kroger's dancing around, passing it on to Bappo. Bappo's shot goes wide. It's going to be Fields picking it up. Yes, it is. Fields clearing the disc now. It's going to be Mikey picking it up with the stack with Bappo. Taking his time, waiting for that clear. He's going to pass it all the way down to Kroger's. Kroger's now clearing it up high. It's going to be Cole picking that one up and throwing it all the way through the tunnel here. It's going to be Mikey picking it back up on the stack. Kroger's now with the disc. Kroger's goes for the shot. It's going to go right off a nest. Jax is going to be able to pick it up there. It's going to be Jax taking his time here on the floor, surveying the land. It's going to go all the way back to Kroger's. This means Kroger's back to Jax. A little 1-2 action going to Bappo. Bappo juking around. The backward stuffed by Deceit. Fields now with the clear. It's going to be Kroger's picking it back up. And Mikey now juking on the shoulder. It's going to be Mikey with the shot, 14-0.
Now, I'm looking at the scores, and it does not look like Deceit has enough time to catch back up, but they can make a pretty large differential from 0 to 14. So hopefully they can regain their momentum and get a couple of scores in before the round ends. Deceit coming out of that tunnel. Spirit now with the disc, sending that over to Cole. Cole dancing around on the floor, waiting for some pressure to come in. Walking that up to Nose and Trap. Bappo is the one to grab that, but he stuns him out. Cole now with the disc, getting stunned out by Mikey. Mikey trying to send that in for a 3, but that's off the ding ring. Mikey again with the disc, sending it over to Jax. Jax trying to put that in for a 2, but a beautiful save from Spirit. Spirit now trying to send that out, but Krogers is there to catch that. Sending that cross high over to Mikey. Mikey looking for a pass, trying to shoot that, but this is another beautiful save from Team Deceit. Ryan with the disc trying to clear that out. And it is another stack race. It's all the way in Blue's bubble, but Jax is there first. Jax getting pressured by Ryan. Send that over to Krogers. Krogers now waiting for some pressure to come in. Send that all the way over to Bappo. Bappo crossing high over to Mikey. Mikey getting pressured from Fields. Resetting that over to Krogers. Krogers now waiting for some pressure. He's pressured by a stack. Spirit and Ryan sending that cross low over to Mikey. Mikey now with the disc. Getting more pressure from that stack, sending that back over to Krogers. Krogers sending that over to Ghost with Bappo. Back over to Krogers. Krogers sending that high, but Cole does grab that. Krogers trying to make that grab, but he is too tall for that. Bappo trying to grab that disc, but it looks like Spirit's going to be the one to grab that first. Trying to send that in for a 3, but it does miss. Jax getting pressured now. Sending that over to Krogers. Krogers sending that all the way out through the tunnel. Mikey trying to make a 3, but that is too high. Bappo with the disc, getting stunned out by Fields. Fields sending that over to Ryan. Ryan dancing around, getting pressured from that stack. Sending that all over to Cole. Cole with the disc, sending that high. There's 15 seconds left. Can they make a goal? And it does not look like it. Krogers with the disc. Sending that over to Jax. Jax a little too tall for that. And it looks like round 1 is in favor of 200. 0-14.
And that's an absolutely typical round from 200, just taking over the game, setting their own pace and doing what they want with teams. We saw this last season where they won it all last season, and it looks like they might honestly do the same thing again. Taking a look over at the stats here, we have Jax with 5 points, Mikey with 7, Bappo with 2, and Jax, Bappo, Krogers with assists apiece, and also Krogers, Mikey, and Bappo with saves. Cole on the side of the seat has 3 saves, an absolutely great game for him on goalie. But will we see a round 3? I know we're all hoping for it.
Honestly, that last volley was really tiring to cast just because it felt like they were playing hot potato with the disc. Like 1 second it's in somebody's hands, and then boom, they give it to somebody else, and then boom, it's back to another person. It's just like hot potato with Echo Arena, I guess.
Hot potato with that disc. All I'll say is
No round 3, just evil, scary Krogers. Thank you, Pro Gamer, for that amazing feedback. All right, let's see. We're back on a neutral joust, and oh no, where's my running map? All right, it looks like Team 200 is gonna get there first. Bappo sending that cross down low, but that stack is there to get that. Cole trying to clear that out, but that stack is stunned. Krogers with the disc. Oh, he loses it. Jack's trying to get that disc, but he is stunned out by Fields, but he is able to get that slap off. Mikey now with the disc, crossing that over to Jax. Jax on the trap, over to Nose, just waiting for more pressure to come in. Over to Krogers. Krogers now with the disc, getting pressured by Fields, sending that over to Jax. Jax with the disc, sending that high, but teammates do miss that. Cole grabs that disc, but Jax gets it back, sending that over to Mikey, but gets intercepted, sending that all the way over into the valley. Krogers grabbing that disc back and sending that over to Mikey. Mikey making that long pass over to Bappo. Bappo, can he make it too? And it is off the ding ring. Looks like he was aiming for top pocket. Ryan with the disc, sending that all the way out. Blue team is there first, so Bappa picks up that disc, but he sees that stack Spirit and Ryan, so he sends that straight forward over to Kroger's, but Kroger's disc gets stunned out before he can grab that. Fields now with the disc. Fields waiting for a pass, sending that over to Ryan. Ryan trying to send that over to Spirit, but Spirit does miss that. Kroger's now with the disc, trying to send that out, but Fields gets it back. But no, Kroger's gets that back, sending that over. Mikey putting it in for 3. Oh, Rev, they're talking about you in chat.
Oh?
They said Evil 7 versus Nice Rev. Oh no.
I mean, hey, I don't try. But on topic of the game, it's going to be Deceit with the Joust advantage. It's going to be Spirit now with the disc, passing it all the way down to Fields. Fields passing it low. Oh, it's just going to be a clear. It's going to be into the blue bubble. Who's going to pick it up? It's going to be Kroger's with the pickup. Kroger's pass to Jax going a little wide. He's picking up yet again. It's going to be Bappo now with the disc, taking his time, passing it high. Is it going to be a boop shot? No, it just grazes the backboard. But it's going to be Mikey with the pickup. Mikey driving into the goal. And then a nice hook shot, making this 5-0 with, what's the time I see? 7:30. There's still plenty of time.
I'm thinking, Orange team really needs to lock in, get their stuff together, get that momentum back, just because we know that the chat wants to see a round 3. I'm lying. But, All right. Fields now with the disc, trying to send that over, but it bounces off of table. Cole getting that disc back, send it back over to Fields. Fields slapping that because he knew he was pressured. Does get stunned. Cole now with the disc, but he gets stunned off again. Bappo with the disc again, sending it all the way into Orange Bubble. Mikey with the disc and sending that in for a nice 2.
A very quick capitalization from the mistake of Deceit. That's what 200 does best. You make a mistake, you're paying for it. And Deceit is absolutely paying for it at the moment, but there's still plenty of time to come back. Joust advantage is in the favor of Deceit. Spirit now with the disc, passing it over to Cole. Cole passing it all the way down to Fields. Fields tapping it back up to Ryan. Ryan now taking his time, making sure that his teammates are open and free. Taking his time. He's just going to walk it up. Just walking it now over to the Nugget, passing it over to Fields. Fields pass is wide. It's going to be Cole picking it back up. Cole now passing it over to Spirit. Spirit over to Ryan, and Ryan with the shot, making this 2-7. Deceit putting their first points on the board for this match.
You know what? Really good job. This may just be the start of their comeback. Hopefully they can get this momentum up and get a lead on 200. So, now we're going to see our first Joust come out from 200. Jax grabbing that disc, sending that immediately over to Kroger's. Kroger's over to Mikey. Mikey sending that long, but no, Fields is there to intercept that. Fields sending that cross tunnel. Nobody is there to grab that, so it is going to be loose. Ryan grabbing that disc, getting pressured by Kroger's. Resetting that into the tunnel over to Spirit. Spirit sending that long back over to Ryan. Ryan waiting for some pressure, but he sends that over top high to Fields. Fields not grabbing that disc, so it is loose. Kroger's now with the disc, sending that over high, and he makes a cloud shot. Unfortunate. Hopefully, Deceit can get back.
That's an absolute dagger from Kroger's, kind of setting the tone. He's saying that I am here, do not mess with me. Let's see if Deceit could potentially fire back with a dagger of their own. It's going to be Ryan now with the disc, passing it over to Fields. Fields pass kind of goes wide. It's going to be free floating. It's going to be Kroger's with the pickup. Kroger's dancing around the post. His shot goes off the ding ring. A little bit of a little showboating goes wrong there. Ryan now with the disc. Ryan's shot gets picked up by Mikey. Mikey now with the disc, passing it over to Bappo. Bappo juking around, passing it back over to Mikey. Mikey surveying the land. A little pass over to Kroger's. Kroger's over to Jax. Jax just free floating. Passes it over to Mikey. Mikey dancing around on the floor. Flips over to on the boot. Drives into the goal and is stuffed by Ryan. Ryan now clearing it out. Clear goes wild into the popcorn. It's going to be Bappo with the recollection. Bappo clearing it back out. Who's going to be picking up? Mikey with the slap over. And looks like it's going to be Kroger's picking it up. Slap it over to Jax. Jax now with the cut pass to Boppo. And the save with the self-goal from Cole.
no,
That is
Cole!
devastating. You
You
can
can see him put his hands up. Did you see that? Oh my
the
god.
reaction on his face. No.
I bet
That's
his team is
devastating.
fuming right now. After finally getting their first points, Cole gets his first points on the board, but unfortunately it's not in favor of Deceit. Now Deceit coming out of that tunnel with Spirit on the nest. And they look a little lethargic right now. They look like they just got beaten. So you know, Deceit just gave up the disc, and it looks like Jax is gonna come out with another 3. They need 7 more to Mercy. Hopefully Deceit can lock in.
With only 3 minutes left in the game, Deceit have to pull out all the stops to have a chance at staying close into this game. It's going to be Spirit again with the disc. Passing it over to Ryan. Ryan over to Cole. Cole pass to Fields is wild, but it's going to be Kroger's picking it back up. Kroger's over to Mikey. Mikey with a quick shot and the quick goal. 18-2. 200 are here, and they're feisty and ready to play.
Man, I honestly, at this point, if I was playing this, I would have just left. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I would have just left. I'm such a rage quitter. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Deceit coming out of the tunnels. Spirit grabbing that disc going onto the roof. Over to Cole. Cole sending that over to Fields. Fields getting pressured by that stack, so he resets that all the way back to Cole. Cole grabbing that disc, getting pressured by 2 other people, sending that down low to Ryan. Ryan up high to Fields, but Fields does not grab that. Bounces off of Nest. Somebody tried to grab that, sent it off of Nest. Almost went into the goal. Mikey now with the disc getting stunned out by Spirit. And the disc is loose. Oh my goodness. And it looks like it's Spirit now with the disc. Trying to send that over to Blue, but he is double pushed by almost all of 200. Now Fields with the disc. And there is no stack in sight. Oh, there is a stack. Fields now with the disc. Making it a 2, but it is just on the cusp of bubble. Now, getting their second points on here. I'm not sure that they can catch up, but I'm sure that they can get a good amount of points before it all ends.
They might not be able to catch up, but that was a beautiful shot from Fields. Behind the back, spin around 360, whatever you call it. That was beautiful. Kroger's now with the disc, passing it all the way over to Mikey. Mikey throwing it down to Kroger's. Kroger's now dancing on the station, taking his time. Beautiful play from 200, just slowing it down. You don't have to rush anything. You guys are up. You're good. You're chilling. Mikey with the disc, and he's stunned by the Deceit stack. It's going to be Ryan picking it up, throwing it through the middle of the field. It's going to be a stack race down. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Boppo picking it up the disc for 200. 200 sliding. He's just, what is he doing? He's just dancing around in his own bubble. Kroger's now with the disc, throwing it all the way over to Jax. Jax has an open look, throws the half court down, but it's saved by Deceit. Cole now with the disc, ducking the 200 stack, clearing it downfield. Who's it going to be picking it up? It's going to be Fields picking it up, but it's stunned immediately by 200, and it's going to be cleared out. Who's going to pick it up? It's kind of jostling around Jax with the resetted disc, passing it all the way down, clear to the side of Deceit. Is going to be Cole picking this game up. 15 seconds left. Cole with the clear attempt. It's going to be Spirit picking it up. Spirit with a throwdown, bouncing off of Nugget. Cole picking this one up. 5 seconds left. It's going to be a shot attempt from Cole. Bounces and saved. And that's going to be 4-18. A 2-rounder in favor of 200. 200 are your victors.
All right, and it looks like I think, is Team 200 still undefeated this season, or I thought that somebody beat them. Am I wrong? Chaos beat them. Okay, so, Rev, Rev.
Oh,
Your brother's flaming you in the chat.
I'm getting, oh?
Says your cat's in love with him.
That, I'm not there. I'm not there to show her love anymore. I'm grown up now. I can't.
Man. So you just gave up one cat to go on to another one? Right.
It's a sad day.
Yeah, so, thank you guys for coming over to the cast. Sorry about those technical difficulties earlier. Why does Why does programmer want me to say that word? I don't want to say that word. I don't want to say that word. Okay. This is the end of the stream. So, thank you guys for coming in to watch us. So sorry about those technical difficulties earlier. Again, as I said, hopefully the next time we cast, we don't have any more of those. Rev, if you want to say any last words, go ahead, speak now or forever. What's your piece?
This was an absolutely typical 200 game, showing their dominance, showing
Yeah.
that we're gonna go back to back. We're not gonna let anyone stop us.
Here, let's see. Shush, you know what? You're right, there is infinite vectors. There you go. I told you. You're right. Boom. Okay. Okay. That looks like it's the end of tonight. Thank you guys. I hope to see you guys next stream. Catch us on the flip side.